Manga Monday to you. Welcome back for another haul video. It's the first Monday of August, so I'm sharing with you my ginormous July haul. I got 99 problems and I got a manga for each one. And if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome to the shit show. My name is Zoe and this is my channel, Ms. Manga, where I talk a lot about manga. And yeah, so July was Bright Stuff's birthday sale. And I kind of just let that kind of carry me away. That being said, only about half of the manga sale purchases are here. The rest will probably come in August, if not trickle in through the rest of the year, hopefully, if they were out of stock. But most of them I think were in stock when I bought them, so I'm hopeful that the rest will be here shortly. Not that I need them, but yeah, so I got a lot of stuff to share with you, so we're just gonna dive right into the content. I have a new, I guess, category for you, which is art books or art books adjacent things. You'll see in a moment, but I'll just start off with the actual art book, and that is Kiss of Fire. It's full of steamy, lovely men to look at. If you can see some of the pictures, it's very nice. And it was $1, so my ass could not resist it. I did look up the manga that is most of the character illustrations in here, and I was going to get it. It's a BL, looked pretty good, and then I saw that it wasn't finished, like printed. Never finished printing by Sublime, and I'm like, hopefully they like reprint and finish printing this one. So I haven't got it yet, and I'm gonna hopefully wait and see, and maybe they will. So the other art book adjacent things I got were the Maiden's Bookshelf collection. I just was really intrigued by them. So they are a little smaller than I was thinking. I thought they were gonna be a little bit, I guess, wider of books, but they are these pretty hardcover, fully illustrated with these gorgeous illustrations, and each one covers a different historical Japanese short story. So like these are through the ages, you know, and I absolutely adore art, and all of these art look so pretty. And I haven't read any of the short stories yet, so I don't know what my feelings on them will be, but just I like flipped through them all, and the art was all breathtaking and so good, like just eye candy. It was just so good. So I'm very intrigued to actually read the stories, and yeah, I wasn't gonna buy these full price, so the sale was a nice opportunity to get my hands on them. Next up is the only anime I got that came. So I did order, I think, 2 more anime. They were all really good prices, so I, you know, kind of just took a chance on those 2. I've never actually watched them. This one I had watched, and it is called Looking Up at the Half Moon. I don't remember much about it, except for like that I enjoyed it when I watched it when I was younger, and that it's about 2 kids that are patients at a hospital who reluctantly kind of become friends and then become closer and closer as the series goes on. But it is only 6 episodes. And I was never gonna pay, you know, 30, 20 bucks even for that. Like, that's not even a full ass season. So during the sale, when it was like, I think it was like $8.50, I was like, yeah, I could do that. That's like about $1 for each episode, a little more. I'm excited to actually rewatch it, but yeah, Next up is the only danmei I got, which is a Chinese young novel for those of you who don't know, and it is Stars of Chaos. So I am interested in checking this one out. It is quite seemingly different from a lot of the other ones that I've gotten so far and that have come out so far. So yeah, I'm excited for it. If anybody has actually read it online or knows anything more about it and would like to share in the comments, let me know. I love, to get hyped up for something. It's just like, yeah, it's fun. And then I got some one-shot BL. I got I Should Not Love You, which I had already read online. And there are one-shots by this mangaka that I like a bit more, but I was still really excited to see this one come out, and hopefully that means maybe more of their work will come out. But yeah, it's super cute. I still would recommend checking it out if you haven't yet. And then this one was $1. I have such a problem when something is $1 that I'm like, I mean, $1. It's worth checking it out if it's just $1, But anyway, this is a standalone older, it's an older June manga, yaoi, called Not Enough Time. And so I think this is a collection of short stories. I don't know how many, I haven't read it yet, but for $1, maybe it'll be great. Next up, I got the remaining Junji Ito manga that I didn't previously have in order to hopefully make this tier list Junji Ito manga in October. I have ambitions, I've mentioned it before, and now that I have all of them, it feels like, yeah, I could do this. But my dumb ass actually didn't need this one. So I was confused. I saw a Dissolving Classroom, and for some reason I was like, I don't have this. I have Drifting Classroom. That's not by Junji Ito, but that's like what my brain said. And the cover didn't look at all familiar. It was really small, on my phone. I didn't see the characters in the background that I would have recognized, because the paperback copy that I have, yeah, it's a completely different design. And I actually really prefer the paperback cover to this one. It's like kind of basic, and that one's cool and creepy and weird. But yeah, so I had already owned this and I feel like a dumb butt, but it is nice to have everything now from him in hardcover. But still, I could have saved money. I feel dumb. But the true last collection actually that I did need was Deserter. I had not picked it up or gotten it for a present, and so I got, I think with the sale coupons that they sent out, I grabbed this, and that one I didn't need, but yeah, so now I have all of the Junji Ito that had previously come out, and this one just happened to come out this month, Soichi collection. I'm super excited for this. I think there was a short story in a different collection about Soichi, or else I read it online. Either way, he's crazy and I love it, and I'm excited to read stories all about him. I'm very excited. But yeah, so now I have all the ones that are printed in English, I think. I hope so. If I find one later on, I'll be pissed, but I think I'm good. Next category are the first volumes, or first two in the case of two that I picked up that were a little older, but these are all new series to me. Anyway, most of them are new releases, but there really wasn't that many new releases that I got in July. I don't know if more just got like pushed back, or if I just didn't buy that many in July, so I don't know. But this is like a smaller category for once. And I do hope, because I read most of the first volumes that I got, and I'm hoping to make a review on the first volumes, because I haven't made a first volume review video in a while, and I'd really like to do that. So yeah, hopefully next week, we'll see. But yeah, so I got Tear Moon Empire Volume 1, very cute. I liked it. And then I got another long title. I want to be a receptionist in this magical world. And then I got Disney Twisted Wonderland, the manga Book of Hearts by, yep, if I just kind of mumble things, maybe that's what it sounds right. Yeah. Then I got The Summer Hikaru Died. I'm excited to read more of it. And then the two volume series I picked up from the sale was Wistoria, Wand and Sword. I have heard nothing about this one, and this is the only one that I haven't read yet. Well, two, but you know, I haven't even read the first volume of it yet, and I do hope to read it before next week, and then I can include it in that video that I'm hoping to do. But yeah, comment below if you've read this, if you'd like this. I took a shot. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, the other one I grabbed was Reign of the Seven Spellblades, Volume 1 and Volume 2. I do like to give manga 2-volume chance. Sometimes it's hard if I pre-ordered one volume and that one volume is kind of and then it makes it like I don't really want to get the next volume or read the next volume when I do get it, if I already pre-ordered it. So I like to buy, you know, them in 2 sometimes because it gives me a better idea of the manga. But I wasn't blown away by this one. I don't know. I'd also love to hear any thoughts. Comment below if you've read this. So switching over to the Korean webtoons side of things, I'll start with the new ones that I picked up from that. New meaning like I hadn't had any volumes of it before July. So I picked up the Gently Raised Beast, Volume 1 and Volume 2. They were both like $10.99, so almost half off at the unpressed sale. And I had read at least Volume 1's worth online to check it out before it released in English. And I wasn't like, I didn't dislike it, but I wasn't like, oh yes, I will definitely need to pick this up. So, you know, when I saw the sale, it was like a little bit more incentive to like actually pick it up now. But yeah, it's cute from, you know, the volume that I read online, and I am not, you know, I am happy to have it in my collection now, but for a good deal. And the other first volume that I picked up was A Business Proposal. It was also on sale with the unpressed sales as part of Right Stuff's birthday sale. And yeah, this one, I wasn't blown away by the cover, but actually flipping through, the art looks way better to me. And in person, actually, the cover looks better than it did online. I was like, not that huge, like, this art looks wonky, but I guess it was just like my screen or my eyesight. I don't know, because it looks really nice in person. I don't know. Basically, I haven't read it yet, so I know that there's a K-drama off it, based off it. I haven't watched that either yet, so I don't know much about it, but I heard good things about the K-drama, so I'm interested. Let me know if you've read it or watched the K-drama below. Love to hear your non-spoilery thoughts on it. Always keep it non-spoilery. Then we are moving on to the, still in the Korean webtoons, but the ones that I am actively collecting, and I got volume 4 of Why Raeliana Ended Up at the Duke's Mansion. Absolutely in love with this one. If you haven't read it, if you haven't watched the animated series yet, highly recommend it. So cute, so good. I love reincarnated series, but like this one's really good. And I also grabbed volume 2 of The World After the Fall. So I had really liked volume 1, and I had realized that volume 2 came out and I was sleeping and didn't realize. I think now volume 3 has come out, so I am perpetually behind on this one. But you know what? It's okay, because now I got volume 2 and I'm excited to read this. And lastly, for the Korean webtoons, I got Solo Leveling volume 3. I know I'm way behind on this series. You don't have to tell me. But I'm, you know, just slowly collecting it. I think this is the one I'm gonna wait until it's fully complete. I don't even know if it, let me know if the webtoon is actually complete, because last time I checked, I think it was still ongoing, but maybe not. I don't know. But it's one I think I just want to enjoy the ride, so I'm just slowly collecting it. And then I grabbed a Korean manhwa. I grabbed volume 2 of The Breaker. So I was previously gifted volume 1 of The Breaker, which was super awesome. I wasn't blown away by volume 1, but like I said, I do like to give manga a little bit more of a chance. And it didn't bore me. Like, I read through, I think these are omnibus, but they're kind of on the smaller side of omnibuses. But I read through the previous one without any trouble. It just didn't really grab hold of me. But it was on sale, and I decided to just pick up another volume of it. Okay, moving on to quite a bigger pile. I gotta kind of stretch for this one. We have the ongoing manga series that I picked up. Some of them are new releases, some of them I'm behind on and just trying to catch up by grabbing a volume or 2 during the sale. So yeah, it's in no particular order because I was too lazy for that. First up, we have the latest volume of Toilet Bound Hanako-kan, volume 18. I absolutely adore the covers, as always. And then, oh no, this one got a little bit of damage. That always makes me sad. It could have possibly been from me or just came damaged, I don't know. But anyway, next I got 3 more volumes of Witch Hat Atelier. And this is such a beautiful art and interesting magic worlds, Magic Academy type story. Then I got the next volume of Dead Mount Death Play. I also grabbed Call the Name of the Night volume 2, and I wasn't 100% sold on volume 1, but I don't know whether it was just my mood that I felt like more of a slice of life fantasy, but I really enjoyed volume 2. It was really cute, and I was getting more interested in the characters, so I'm glad I continued with the series. And I pre-ordered volume 3, so yeah. Mostly the beautiful covers kept me going, but yeah. Now the story's picking up, so that's good. And then I got the latest volume of Kaiju number 8, volume 7. I love this series. I continue to love this series. The volumes are coming out just quick enough for me to, so far anyway, be able to kind of keep up and remember what's going on. So for now, I am reading them as they come out, but we'll see. I really love this one. Oh, it was heartbreaking, but oh, so good. So many feels. Next up are 3 more that I did read, and that is volume 3 of Malevolent Spirits Mononogatari. Sorry, I always forget the second no. So it's really good. I like it still. Then we got volume 4 of Dandadan. I still really love Dandadan. It's a shit show. It's crazy. It's funny. It's all over the place, but it's got a heart to it, and it's just fun. It's a fun read. And Can't Stop Cursing You, volume 3, I believe. Nope, volume 4. I was like, it was really good. I love, if you like dark and dark mystery stories, then I still really am liking this one. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly keep going with these. I got The Apothecary Diary, volume 8. I got Shaman King Flowers, volume 3. Wolf Girl and Black Prince, volume 2. Momo the Blood Taker, volume 5. And The Dangers in My Heart, volume 6. Oh my gosh, so I love this one. This one was so good. Oh, so cute. Can't get enough of them. I need the next volume to come out. And I got I'm in Love with the Villainess, volume 2. I really did enjoy the second one as much as the first, and am excited to continue on with this cute Yuri reincarnated series. And then I got Versailles of the Dead, volume 4, a spooky zombie-filled alternate history that is interesting. I'm waiting to reread it now that they're cranking out the final volumes, and I think it ends at volume 5. But I've been wrong before. Wikipedia and other sources online have lied to me, and I'll get to that one. But it might be complete at volume 5. Then I got to the Abandoned Sacred Beast volume 14, and I grabbed 2 volumes of Game Between the Suits. This is a steamship release, mature, spicy content. But yeah, I really did enjoy volume 1, so I did want to get more of it, and it was part of one of the weeks of the sale, so I grabbed it. And here it is, the one that the internet lied to me about, Phantom Tales of the Night volume 11. I was told, I went and double checked when I got the volume, that this was the last volume. I was lied to. It is not the last volume. I didn't read it, but I had skimmed kind of, and it says to be continued in volume 12, and I was just like, what do you mean it's complete at 11 volumes? Lies. So sorry, this one's not complete, it's still ongoing, but I'm not mad about it. I just probably won't try and squeeze it into my October reads this year, and maybe it'll be complete next year, and then I'll read it. Talked about it in my most underrated manga video, if you haven't checked that one out, and in the video I lie and say it's gonna be complete soon. It's not, sorry. Anyway, I also grabbed The Great Cleric volume 4. They are pushing this series out quick, so I've been keeping up with it because, you know, it keeps releasing quickly. Yeah. And then I got Boys Abyss volume 2. I haven't read this psychological horror type second volume. I read the first volume. It seemed very promising and interesting, so I am excited when I get to reading it. I told you there was a lot. I also grabbed Kowloon volume 3. I have yet to read volume 1 and 2 that I have, but I just have such high hopes because I loved, God, I just talked about it in my summer manga recommended videos, After the Rain. I really loved After the Rain, and the synopsis of this one, set in a dystopian type future with mysteries. I don't know, it sounds super awesome. So the combination of the mangaka and the content, I'm just like, yeah, I know I haven't read it yet, but I assume I will like it. Then I grabbed 3 more volumes of Yuri Is My Job. I'm so excited that it was on sale, and it was probably good that the 6th volume wasn't on sale for whatever reason. They didn't put all the volumes on sale. But it was probably good for my wallet because then I just decided to buy the next 3 that were. Excited to read more of that one. And I got the new release of the newest volume of Shikamori's Not Just a Cutie. We're on volume 13. Ugh, so cute. I haven't gotten to this. I think I'm on volume 10? No, I just read volume 10. I'm on volume 11. So I still have a couple more to catch up, but it's just one that's slice of life romance, so it's easy to put down and go back to. And yeah, I just when I want a dose of cuteness, I pick up a volume or 2. Okay. Next up, I got Yakuza Fiancé volume 2 and volume 3. This has been a series I've wanted to keep collecting. I read a chunk of it online, so I knew I wanted to collect it when it came out, but it was just kind of a matter of I had too many manga I want to buy. So it was on sale during the sale, so it's a good deal. And then, oh my god, I was so excited to see this was on sale. Magas of the Library. So I got volume 2 and volume 3, and then I got the bundle of the last 3 that I needed to get up to date of what is released, which is 6 volumes currently. I posted about this because I saw it was part of the sale, and I was like, you know what, I keep meaning to read the first volume. And so I read the first volume, and I freaking loved it. It was so good. And I read these, and it's still so good, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait for the rest of it to come. I am super hyped about this. I might make another underrated manga like video, and this will definitely be on it because it's underrated. More people should read it. It's so good. It's like slice of life fantasy about librarians, and yeah, it's great. The art's great. Everything's great. I love it. Can't recommend it enough. We're so close to being done with this category. So lastly, we got The White Cat's Revenge is Plotted from the Dragon King's Lap, Volume 2. Oh my gosh, this is a long title. I was actually going to get more, and then as it was in my cart, Volume 3 went out of stock, and I was just like, you know what, it's fine, I'll just grab Volume 2. I had read Volume 1 previously, and I wasn't immediately in love with it. Doesn't necessarily mean I won't fall in love with it, but it's another reincarnated story, and I have a lot that I'm like super obsessed with, so it was like, yeah, one more volume's fine, like, for now. And I also grabbed Volume 3 of The Duke of Death and His Maid. So this is a very interesting concept one, and I read Volume 1 and Volume 2, and I wasn't like obsessed with it, but I enjoyed it, and I feel like, oh my gosh, there's like a hair, my hair is everywhere. But I feel like, going back to what I was saying, but I feel like I feel like it's one of those that I just have to be in that mood for like a slight fantasy, but more just another slice of life romance. So I, grabbed another volume of it because I don't want to fall too far behind. I am interested in it. And lastly, I got Volume 3 of I'm a Wolf, but My Boss is a Sheep. I love this series. I love it. I love it. I love it. And yeah, so not much else to say about that. Okay. So the last section I'm going to kind of break up into two parts, and the first part is going to be manga that I completed this month of July, and that's the third volume of Nicola Traveling Around the Demon's World that I said was on its way to me. So now that's complete at 4 volumes. I have all the other volumes, and I also, with one of those coupon codes, decided what the heck, I'm gonna buy all the rest that I needed. The Royal Tutor. I've mentioned it before in hauls. I also might put this if I do a video on underrated manga. I really enjoyed it. It was so cute. Anyway, I got Volume 13, Volume 14, Volume 15, Volume 16, and the final volume, Volume 17. So it is complete at 17 volumes, and I read them all, and I enjoyed them all. It's just a cute, light, fluffy read, like if you're in the mood for that. There's like, some mystery elements, but in the end, it's mostly just cute fluff with 4 bit of oddball princes and their royal tutor, and the shenanigans and the life lessons they learned, and oh my god, the ending was just like perfect to me, so yay! So the next part of this is going to be manga I bought completed. So I bought all the volumes in July that complete this manga. It's a new category! Yay! I don't know why I got into eBay. So most of these are from eBay. I got into eBay again. I should lock myself out. But I was, putting a lot on the watch list, and a lot were giving me offers for a little less than what they, had been listed as, and my temptation went over, okay? So I ended up buying quite a bit of complete manga this July, and some of it's OOP or out of print, but I'm starting with the newest one. So this is like the newer complete series of the bunch, and one I'd been kind of interested in. Oh, they're all ones I've been interested in, but yeah. Anyway, it's Akuma no Riddle. So this is supposed to be like a battle action yuri, and I love when there's like different elements and then a romance. I love like some fantasy or some action. I guess everyone's an assassin in this one except for the main girl. I don't know, but it just seemed really interesting, and it was complete at 5 volumes, which is a nice short sweet series. So I'm very excited to read this. There's also an anime I saw, so yeah, if you've watched or read this one, then let me know as well in the comments if you think it was worthwhile for me to grab. I try to only buy like older, you know, used manga for like half off, which pretty much I accomplished. They were basically all about half off retail price, or like all together they were, but yeah. still so much manga. So we'll get into the older series. These are not quite out of print yet, or at least partially not out of print yet, and I got them mostly from the Right Stuff sale. So first up we have Psychic Power Nanaki, which is complete. I'm not sure if it's complete or if it just kind of never actually completed, went on permanent hiatus, or was never completed by Tokyo Pop, because this is an older Tokyo Pop release. But yeah, anyway, it's completed at 3 volumes, and volume 2 and volume 3 were on sale for, you guessed it, $1 each. So my dumb ass was like, that's worth it. I found volume 1 for like $5 on eBay. Again, half off, so yeah, even less than half off altogether. So I thought it was a good investment for this short, possibly incomplete, complete series. I don't know much about it, but yeah. And then I also grabbed Loveholic. This is a older BL from June as well, and volume 2 just happened to be on sale for $1. So you know, this one actually had been in my cart, and each volume was probably like half off, and I was like debating it for a while, and then I got distracted or whatever. But when I saw volume 2 was $1, I was like, okay, now is the time to buy volume 1 and volume 2, and this is a complete BL series, so I'm excited to check it out. It's definitely, you know, worth it when a volume is $1. So these 3 are out of print. The last 3 that I have to share with you are out of print series. They are series I would recommend looking at eBay for and just buying them if you find it all together if you're interested in them. I had been eyeing all 3 of these on and off for a couple years now, and like I said, it just like the timing was right, so what the heck. So I got volumes 1 through 7, which is complete, of Black Sun Silver Moon. So I haven't read these yet. I don't know if they're any good. You know, before I buy them, I, you know, do read the synopsis, and I do like look on what reviews people gave it, but I find a lot of times with older manga, because there wasn't as much manga, people were just freaking grateful, and I understand. I was just freaking grateful for the manga that just worked for me, that I enjoyed, because there wasn't as much variety as there is recently in the last like couple of years, and yeah, so we'll see if it's good, but I think it's got fantasy elements, and it's kind of like shonen ai, you know, that teasing the BL, which sometimes I like, sometimes I don't. And then I got Princess, and I came across the lot, and it was, I believe it was 1 through 4. So then I bought volume 5 on Amazon for like half off. But the covers, the art is so pretty. It's a strange premise of all boys school who they choose the prettier of the boys to dress up in girls' clothing. So I'm a little concerned. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but if it kind of is more progressive and it's just bending those gender stereotypes, and it's, you know, kind of questioning the masculine and feminine roles, and the guys are okay with it, then I'm okay with it. Wear a dress. If you want to wear a dress, you'll look lovely in a dress. That's where my head's at, you know, but I haven't read it yet, so I'm reserving judgment. If you have, let me know if it's problematic. All the reviews I read sounded like it wasn't, so I'm hopeful. But I got the lot because it also had Princess Plus, which is the one that's hard to find. So this is, I guess, like a spin-off continuation where it's kind of, you see some of the main characters from the original, but then like it's following two new characters that, I don't know, there's some connection, and I just decided, you know, this is really hard to find, and it was a decent price for the rest, for everything, so I just went for it. I don't know if I'll regret it later, but hopefully not. And we've come to the end and the last complete series that I bought in July, and this one was the most expensive, but it was also the longest. It's complete at 18 omnibuses, so half of them are single volumes and then the rest were released as omnibuses. But I had been curious about this one, and again, I don't know, maybe I was just being like, I was making a lot of money in July, so I guess I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just spend that money. It's not responsible. Don't be like me, kids. Anyway, I decided to buy this lot, and it was pretty good. There's a few, which the seller was completely transparent about. I want to make that clear. There are a few library discarded volumes, and so there's more wear on these 4 or 5 volumes, and so it's more obvious wear on them, and you know, they aren't in the best of condition, sadly, but I can always replace those volumes or try to. And if not, they still look completely readable. I like, you know, went through them and nothing looks like it was blacked out or ripped out or anything. So overall, I think it's really good, and I'm interested in this one, so yeah. But anyway, that's Gong, the Royal Palace. I don't know Gong, if that's how you say it. I'm just drawing out the O's. But this is an older Korean manhwa that I don't think has gotten a K-drama adaptation. I'm kind of surprised if it hasn't, so maybe I just never heard of it, or it's called something slightly different. They do that sometimes. And it's just about an alternate reality history, but not set in historical period, but like, what if Korea still had a royalty? And that's like how the story plays out in the present, that Korea still has a royal family, and how that affects this one young high schooler. So it definite K-drama vibes, definite like enemies to lovers. It sounds like it just seems like it'll be a fun time. So if you've read it, let me know what your thoughts on the series are. And yeah, so the art's so pretty. I was tempted, and my impulsive side won out. So like volume 5 is one of the library ones. I don't know what happened, but the like spine is kind of cut up here. Mostly it's spine damage is like the biggest thing, and then sometimes they were stamped, like discarded. Ugh. Whenever I discard books, I try to stamp them in innocuous places, because it's like, you don't want that right on the pretty illustrations on the inside. But at least you get the pretty illustrations on the outside, and like most of the volumes aren't discarded, so that's good too. So yeah, this section is probably the roughest. You can see the sad, super sad, cracked spines. Oh, it hurts my soul to see, but you know, is what it is. Deep breaths. Omnibus 11 and Omnibus 12 is probably the one in the worst condition. Like all the, you know, just, it's not great. I'm worried about this fraying and the cover coming off, but I shall be gentle with it and pray for the best. These ones are in a lot better condition. I also think they're not as old, so that helps things. And one. This one. I really love the covers. They are so pretty. I think this one was also a library book. It's a lot better condition than the others, but yeah, it's got the, you can see the stamp right on. Put it on here. Don't put it on here. Don't put it on there. Rude. But they don't care. You know, they're just doing their job. I get it, but so sad. And volume 18, the last one. So I believe half of this is the actual final volume of the series, and then the other half is like, you know, when they have like the short stories or like kind of continuing threads that were brought up but never completed in the actual series or go in more depth. So yeah, anyway, that was my final purchase, and hopefully it was a good investment. I don't see the complete set of this one very often, so even though it was not all of them were in the best condition, I weighed the pros and cons and just went with it. So yeah, hopefully I love the series and it'll all be worth it. Oh boy, if you watched this whole video, you are a champion. Round of applause to you, because I know it's gonna be long. There was a heck of a lot of manga this month. And I have no one else to blame but myself. I know this. Oh gosh, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing my July manga haul, and comment below which you were the most excited to see. What have you also picked up this past month? What have you read? Just comment below anything. I definitely need the engagement, and it would just mean so much to me. And I really like seeing what you think of what I've gotten, what you have been reading. You know, there's a little manga community we're making here, so yeah. I hope that doesn't sound too cheesy. Oh my gosh. Anyway, please, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, as that would also be amazing. And I understand if you are, you know, shy, don't want to, you know, comment something, you're nervous to comment, at least the thumbs up button is just a click. It's anonymous and it's quick and easy. And that would also help me so much. And of course, if you haven't already, I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. And thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. I'm really happy to see it grow, and it's interesting to see what you all like and what you all maybe don't. And I'm trying to adjust my content, but yeah, I still want to make things that I enjoy making, so it's a balancing act right now. I always knew this like first year would be kind of just figuring things out and throwing shit at a wall, like pretty much seeing what sticks. Yeah, oh wait, the expression is throwing paint at a wall, not shit. But with me, it's more shit than paint. Yeah, I can be honest, it is what it is. And yeah, so and yeah, so until next time, thanks so much for watching, and bye!